Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic The Podcast with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
I guess far as in that aspect, because the majority of women, I'm not gonna say everyone, the majority of women say, you know what, I prefer an aggressive man, a man that's gonna apply pressure.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what they mean by that. When women say they want an aggressive man or a man that's gonna apply pressure, we talking about the man that's saying, hey, are you free? And if we answer yes, then he's like, okay, well, I booked us a reservation at this restaurant and I want you to get dressed up really nice because I'm taking you out this weekend. Or we're talking about the guys who don't ask us, well, what you want to do, what you want to eat. When we say apply pressure, we talking about the men who have already put forth the effort to book the reservations and put the plans together so that we don't have to be coming to the table with our indecisive asses. We don't know what we want to eat. We don't know where we want to go. We just want you to take us somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So when a woman says she wants a man that applies pressure, we talking about the man that's he's not finna ask us what we want to do. He's gonna already put the plans together himself. And if he know us like he's supposed to know us, then 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be something that we're gonna enjoy doing. So It's not like we're really being forced to do it. It's more so, oh shit, you booked us reservations at one of my favorite restaurants. Or, you know what I'm saying? I've been talking about how I wanted to go skiing for the last couple of months, and you finally booked us a trip to the mountains and got us a cabin for the weekend. We talking when a woman is talking about a man applying pressure, she's talking about that caliber of man. Okay, but 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get that pressure without the other pressure either, though. What other pressure? The pressure of, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Take it back, because you can't get that. You can't get one energy without the other. So you basically saying a woman can't get a man who is going to put forth the effort to make the plans and make the reservations without getting a man that's going to say, well, hey, I'm giving you this, so I'm expecting you to give me this. I'm not saying that because you're not even that type of guy. Exactly. But no, I'm not saying that, but so the chances that you're going to go out with a man that's going to do X, Y, Z and not say, okay, well, you know what? I did all this tonight. I need you to tread softly with this. No, I'm not. I'm unapologetic. Really I haven't even introed yet. Listen. Hold on, Aisha. I haven't even introed yet. Okay. And I'm unapologetic. Okay. So 9 times, I'm not even gonna say 9 times out of 10. I don't know the percentages. But so if you're gonna have a man that's doing X, Y, Z, and he's taking you out to wherever you want to go, he's spending a bag, he's playing everything on you, and then his nights, you know what? I got a room for us over here. We ain't got to go back home tonight. You think y'all just gonna go in the room and cuddle, or he's gonna want to cuddle? Not. The percentages are he's probably looking for something in return. He's probably, you know what? We had a great night. I want some ass. I want some cheeks. So speaking for myself, if somebody who I was potentially, if I had interest in, called my phone and said, Aisha, I want you to get dressed. I want you looking nice. I got the whole evening planned out for us. He ain't got to expect no coochie because I'm going to already on the platter. It's on the platter. I'm going to hand deliver that to him. Right. But at the same time, we're not going to sit here and make like, oh, because the dude took us out and he spent money on us, we have to give him coochie. Like, we're not going to. I would never say that. I would never say that. But what I'm saying is a lot of men out here, that's what they're expecting. That is the gateway. Like, listen, I could put this money somewhere else. I could take such and such out and whatever else, but I'm here with you. Okay, so I'm expecting the same thing. You know what? I'm talking too much. Miss Sharee, go ahead. I'm talking too much. So for me, I am not going to allow a man to get that close to me. If a man, and I'm not interested in them. If there is no interest, then we can go out to dinner, but that's about it. You're not going to go out to dinner
and do XYZ, and now you're gonna do XYZ, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be like, hey, you know, we cool and all, but this is what it is. If there is no interest in that guy, then I'm not gonna allow him to do anything other than going out to dinner, or maybe going out to a movie or something. That's just me though. That's just me.
Okay, so what about if it was a guy you was interested in?
Huh?
What if it was a guy you was interested in?
Like you said, it's gonna happen.
Cheeks
it's gonna happen. I'm gonna
them cheeks is on the
I'm interested. I'm like, oh, you gonna do all that? You're doing all that? Hey, you know what I mean? You don't even have to do that. Your ass still gonna get some. Period. Okay. But my thing is this. If there is no interest, then I am not going to allow a guy to spend money on me like that.
I'm not even going to allow a guy to take me out if I'm not interested.
True. Knowing that.
But hold on, Sharee. You just said, yeah, we can go out and eat. We can go to movies. But that's a slippery slope, though. Exactly. They go that F word. They go that F word.
For me, you gonna know if you friend zone or not.
But that's a slippery slope though, because no, you said he might know, but
because he's spending money on me.
But listen, they might think that you can friend them all you want.
I think the vibe would tell them that, oh, we're not interested. You're not going home with me, or I'm not going home with you tonight. You ain't about to get none.
But a lot of these niggas done heard that, and at the end of the night.
The conversation is not going to lead to that. I'm not going to get so drunk where I'm like, oh, this nigga looking real good now. Now he talking about like, nope, it ain't going to happen.
So how many niggas you think done heard that, and then at the end of the night, they was still in them cheeks? Like,
I mean, I know me. I can't speak for every woman.
But that's how a lot of men are persistent, because maybe they were friend zone, or the woman act like they was friend zone, and then. Anyway,
it's all about reading the room, and
but a lot of niggas can't read.
It's about reading the room. If the vibe is there, you'll know the vibe is there.
Exactly.
I'm like, if I know I'm going home with you and I'm gonna let you do whatever up under the sun, you gonna know that. But I'm also gonna let you know if it's not gonna happen.
True. But so I think for me, my career or profession probably plays a lot into that, because I still need that assurance, because I've been in a lot of situations to where a no or a yes we were, and then I changed my mind, have ruling a lot of careers, and that definitely ain't nothing I am. But
a lot of bitches lying don't ruin careers too, but okay.
That's true.
Say that again.
Females that was lying
absolutely
has ruined careers too.
Absolutely. Most of the time they are. In that situation, most of the time they are lying.
Well, you're the expert on that. You're the expert on that, because that's what you do. But we will talk about that some other time. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic The Podcast. I am your host, Reg, the Prime Minister, at your service. I have two beautiful women with me. My sister in podcasting, Aisha Sharee. She is back. Unapologetic. I feel
like we haven't been on the mic in a long time.
It's been a while. Well, on Unapologetic we haven't. I was on your first episode to this season.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that, but I haven't been on your platform in a while.
It's been a while. And I have Sharee, Miss Red Diamond. She's back with us, and we are going to talk, I guess, some relationship talk. So, Miss Aisha Sharee, since you have not been here for a little minute, I need you to catch my listeners and viewers up on you and what you got going on.
So y'all know I'm still host of Coffee and Apple Juice, the podcast. We are in season 4. Nothing has really changed that I'm gonna speak on. Everything is pretty much still the same. Y'all already know how I'm coming. Tune in every Wednesday for new episodes. We are on YouTube as well as all podcast platforms. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna speak on anything else. Everything is good.
That's great. Sharee, you got anything you want to say?
No, just still in Washington.
Just still in Washington. So
where it's rainy and cold.
Passive or aggressive? I'm gonna ask that last question. Y'all want a passive or aggressive man, or is there a middle ground in between up there?
Define passive and aggressive. Give me an example of each.
Yeah.
So I guess, well, because there can be an extreme passive to where you have a guy that is willing to leave everything up to you and let you do everything. That's not me. I'm the type that I will make plans, say this is what we're gonna do, whatever else, but I will leave it open to, if you say, you know what, I don't really like this restaurant. Is there another one you had in mind? I already have a B. You know what I'm saying? An aggressive man might be like, nah, I picked this restaurant. We're going to go there. You can find something on the menu you like. Or maybe not.
I want a mixture of both. But if I say I want to eat here, I want to eat here. So I want a mixture of both, though. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm already masculine, so I don't want a man that's not as masculine as me, mm-hmm. or less masculine than me.
Okay.
I want a dominant figure, mm-hmm. preferably a man. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to feel like I could tell him what to do to a certain extent. I don't want to feel like he's my, like, I don't want to use the term sub and dom, but I don't want to feel like I'm his dom.
You're a switch, Aisha. You're a switch.
But I'm still okay. I may come off as a switch.
Both traits.
But I prefer a dominant man. But at the same time, I don't want to feel like I'm in a position where my voice has no say so. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely a switch. You both traits. You can be a sub. You're comfortable with being either, but you would rather be a sub, so to say.
I would rather be a sub, but yeah, I'm both. But I don't want my man to be a sub.
So do you think, well, you don't want your man to be a sub or a switch? Can he be a switch? Can he be like
depending on
the
environment? It depends on the environment.
Okay.
When we out in public, you run everything.
Well, so
when we home, don't have me feeling like I'm in some prison and what I say don't go, or I can't make decisions on things. Well, I still want us to be partners before anything. Mm-hmm. But when we out in public, I'm going to give you your space to be the man that I know you are. So if anything was to transpire where I'm in a verbal altercation with another man, I know to stand back and let you handle it.
Okay. So I was about to say that. So in life, I have one of the things that I've been taught or learned is that, a great man knows when to lead and knows when to let others lead. He can be a leader and he can be a follower as well. Like, he has both traits. Mm-hmm. So I guess the switch can apply. Like, listen, here's a situation for me. I need to take control. Okay, if you, for instance, your dominant side come out like, listen, I want to do this tonight. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go here. You need to put on this outfit I got on for you. A dominant man is not gonna be like, okay, we can do this. No, I'm gonna pick the place. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. You're gonna wear what I want you to wear. X, Y, Z. Like, I think a strictly straight dominant man can't necessarily let his lady take him out and dictate what's going to happen. I don't know how we got into this dom and this kink
to a certain talk. Extent. To a certain extent. But I feel like in this particular conversation, dominant men, I'm just speaking from experience, and mm-hmm. I'm thinking about one particular dominant man that was in my life at one point. Mm-hmm. He didn't mind what I wore, but it was also like what he say go. Mm-hmm. You can voice your opinion, but I still said we're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's different types of doms when it comes to
absolutely.
It's different types of doms. Now you have the dom that just want everything to go his way, mm-hmm. and then you also have the dom who know that he has to earn his submission from his partner. Like you can't just up and because you feel like you're a dominant, you have to, everybody got to submit to you. No, there are doms out there who know that they have to earn their submission, the submission from whoever they're dealing with. So it's like, it just depends on the type of dom that you're dealing with.
You're right.
But I would prefer a switch, a man who knows when to be dominant, and he also doesn't mind following back and letting me run things every now and again.
You know, so relationship wise, I think there are times that the woman needs to, baby, I got this. I do believe that.
Like when your phone bill come and something ain't right, babe, let me talk to her.
Yeah, because women are more, yeah, with that. Like, yeah, because a man,
if you order one thing and they bring you another, hold on, babe, don't worry about it. I got it. Yeah. Waitress, excuse me.
Or when the waitress, it's been about 15, 20 minutes, she ain't came and checked on the table. Like, yeah, like a man ain't gonna be like, my drink ain't full. Like, you know, I've been out plenty of times and a woman is like, we done finished our drinks. Ain't nobody came and refilled nothing. Like men don't naturally do that. Like it ain't like,
yeah,
calm down, baby. You making us look bad here. No, my drink. Like I've been waiting, but whatever. So how do y'all feel about the self-love BBLs and this? You know, men are body shaming us. So blah, whatever else. And the reason why I asked that because I actually made a post, it was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? And there was a couple women that responded, and it was basically saying the post came from a woman. First of all, I just reposted it, but they went straight on the defensive end to say, I don't understand why men are always body shaming women. This is why we tend to get BBLs or whatever else.
Sharee, I'm gonna let you go first.
So I feel like men. So I think that is a catch-all for women when they say women or men body shame or always body shaming women that wants to go get a BBL or whatever.
No. Not body shaming them. Well, body shaming them so they feel insecure about their bodies to go get.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. So I feel like if you're gonna sleep with a man, is he worried about what your stomach look like?
When has a man ever been worried about your body? When you was the 20 to 25-year-old skinny Sharee or whatever you were, has a man ever been worried about you?
No, they don't care.
Okay, talk to me.
They don't care. They don't care. So I feel like that is a catch-all for women to say, oh, it's because men are body shaming me, or it's because I've had all these kids. That's just me. You know what I mean? I feel like if you want to go get a BBL, that's what you want to do with your body. You have to be confident. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. If you want to go get it. Whatever, it's your confidence, but don't put it off on a man saying, oh, because, you know, men, you know, I feel like I'm more attractive if I go get snatched or whatever. I don't agree with that because I feel like BBL is the easy way out. You can go to the gym, you can change your diet, you can do all this stuff. Granted, have I been interested in going to get cosmetic surgery on my body? Yes, I have, but it does not mean I don't go to the gym. I don't know how to eat right and all this stuff. You know, sometimes you just have those problem areas that just won't go away, period. Right. No matter how bad you work, how much you work out or whatever. Sometimes you just have those problem areas and that's what you want fixed. But at the same time, you have to a lot of women don't understand. Guess what? You still have to keep the habit. You still got to work out. You still got to go. You got to eat right in order to keep that body that you just paid thousands of dollars for.
And don't get me wrong. I don't see anything with it. The thing I see most is the reasoning behind it. If you want to buy a $100,000 car, buy it because you want to. Don't buy it because, oh, such and such had it. Don't get your body done or whatever else because this guy that I went to junior high school with said my stomach was fat or whatever else, and I got this shit done because of him. Do it because you wanted to. Don't like, why are we blaming men on, for whatever else? I don't understand it. These men are clapping cheeks on women that's 400 pounds, 500 pounds, 600 pounds. When you
I ain't seen a fat single woman yet. All them women on my 300
Thank you.
people, man.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So does that speak to the confidence of these fat single women and these other, like, what's the difference? Like, how is it that these fat single women that elect not to get this surgery comfortable and getting the type of man they want or whatever else, versus a woman that's like, you know what, such and such said my stomach was fat or this or that. Like I have never heard a man tell me like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck her. She got a fupa or a this or that. Like I've never heard that.
Exactly. And you won't. I don't think you ever will.
But there are women out here saying that, oh, men are body shaming women, and that's why a lot of these women are electing to get BBLs. Let's go.
Okay, so let me say this, right? Because we're not going to sit here and make like it's not men out there who do body shame women. There are men out here that body shame women. Okay, we just gonna. There are men out here that do that,
and vice versa.
But I feel like the percentage of men that body shame women is not that great to a point where your reason for going to get a BBL is because of that. If you ask me why a lot of these women are getting these BBLs, I blame society and I blame the media. Okay. Media. When you go to Fashion Nova website, and I'm curvy. When I go to Fashion Nova website, they ain't got no 300, 400, 500 pound woman advertising these plus size clothes. They got a woman who's literally 2 Reese's Pieces away from a 1X, and they have her modeling the plus size clothes. Okay. So they got these hourglass shaped plus size models advertising these clothes. And then you wonder why a lot of women are going to get BBLs. Keep it real with y'all. Said y'all not going to get them BBLs because that nigga said you was fat. You want to get them BBLs because the outfit that homegirl got on look good. And it's not just with Fashion Nova, but it's with any fashion, anything online right now, anything in the media. It's there. It's in the magazines. It's all on the TVs. It's all on the computers. We doing a lot of shopping. We online all the time. We don't never see big girls get praised. Like it just became a thing that all of a sudden everybody want a BBW. All of a sudden everybody want a BBW. A
couple of the women that commented, I hate to cut you off. A couple of women that commented that said that wasn't even BBWs.
If a woman is going right now to get her body done, trust and believe it is not because something that some man done said to her. She going to get her body done because she see that it's a trend now. It's all the rave. These strippers getting it done to keep up the career that they have. Everybody is going to get a BBL. Everybody is going to get a BBL because they feel like that's the thing to do. Because they don't want to admit that they too lazy to get up and go to the gym. They don't want to admit that they have poor eating habits and they don't want to cut out their eating habits. They going because they want to keep up with the trend. Now, yes, I would say men being online and flirting with these women who have these nice bodies, or men
plays a part into it.
Pictures that plays a part,
right?
But for a woman to sit here and say, "Oh, men been talking about my body or talking bad about my body all my life, and that's why I decided to go get it," baby, that wasn't the reason. You going because all they doing is making you smaller and accentuating a lot of your other areas. Look.
So Aisha, I'm gonna ask you this question because you've been here plenty of times. You've told my listeners and viewers how voluptuous you were, and me and you have talked about your weight within the last 2-3 weeks, probably numerous times. Have you ever had a problem? Have you ever had a problem getting a man?
Let me tell y'all something. I don't sat on plenty of faces. I use as chairs. I ain't never had no problem with getting no man. I ain't never had no problem with getting nobody to come and fuck me. Trust and believe that. I ain't never been no secret. Niggas can take me out in public. All of that. I ain't never called somebody and asked them to come and fuck me and they told me no. Okay, so what we not finna do is we not finna make like, oh, because your stomach hang over your belt buckle a little bit that you can't get no man. We're not finna do that. Because baby, these arms sag. This stomach done carry 4 kids. I eat honey buns for breakfast. A bitch go to the gym for 5 fucking minutes and come home and drink a big ass bowl of ice cream. So we're not finna sit here and make like, because you a couple pounds over, that's why you're finna go get a BBL because you feel like you can't get no man. No, we're not.
Let me preface this: the type of man you want.
The type of man I want.
Yeah, we ain't just talking about any Ray and Pookie, because women might say that, like, well, it might just be the type of man that you can get.
Well, first of all, if you want a successful man, you get that ain't got shit. If you want a man and then man don't want you, that ain't got nothing to do with your body. That's these women problem. They keep going after these men that's not attracted to them or that don't want you. Everybody has a preference. If you're not attracted to plus size women, that's your preference. I'm not attracted to skinny dudes. That's my preference.
But I'm not insecure man too. Insecure man too, because it's not a lot of men that I think an insecure man is more or less going to be the man that's talking down on a woman and her body size or how she look or whatever else.
And those are the men that's got something to say about somebody's weight when they mama sitting at home looking like a whole rhinoceros. But okay. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Ladies, at the end of the day, y'all need to figure out whatever y'all need to do to start loving yourself. When you start loving on yourself, first y'all need to heal, because a lot of us we still carrying trauma from when we was younger. We need to heal first, then we need to start figuring out what we need to do to start loving on ourselves to the point where I love me so much I don't give a fuck what nobody said about my body. Honey, because let me tell you something. I feel uncomfortable in clothes. Okay. I'm at my happiest when I don't have no clothes on. I can stand in the mirror, look at my naked body all day long and count my stretch marks, give them names, everything. Like a lot of these women, the real reason why why they're going overseas, because they're insecure with their bodies. They ain't got nothing to do about what no man said. If anything, if whatever anybody else said about your body, that was just like sugar on top. You've been insecure about your body way before somebody came out their mouth and said anything about your body. Now, at the same time, if you got the coin to go over there and get your body done, girl, go get your body done.
By all means. But
what we're not going to do, don't sit up and use the black man or any man for that matter as your excuse to going to get it done. Because let me tell you something, when I get rich, baby, I'm going to disappear for 6 months. And when I come back, I'm going to be Jessica motherfucking Rabbit. Okay.
and I think y'all should not, we shouldn't give a man or a woman that much power over your life to where they make you feel like you need to alter yourself to fit whatever idea of you that they may have in their mind or a couple of other men. Like whether it's a man or a woman, like if I'm not the man, like let's say if you're looking for a man with a 12-inch dick, that ain't Reggie. But that's not gonna make Reggie go to Dr. Miami and get an extension. You know what I'm saying? They do that.
They do extensions
for about $600.
It's cheap.
They was taking stimuluses. They was like, hey, listen, you can spend your stimulus here if you want. But that, like, no, it's not me. I'm not.
Because I didn't know that.
No, they do. It was advertised too. But that's not me. Like, I'm not altering myself to fit, because there's gonna be plenty of motherfuckers that like me for me or what I am. I got plenty of pictures on Facebook to where I was cut up and everything. And that was at that point in time in my life. I think I'm more happier with myself now than then. I put more stress and strain or whatever else on myself mentally and physically trying to stay cut up, have six-pack, or whatever else like that. That was a lot more like I live a much more comfortable and happier life now. I can eat what I want, when I want, how I want, but I do know I have to stay within boundaries of certain other things. Like back then, I'm counting meals and carbs and how many meals I'm eating a day. I had a damn scale to where I was weighing food. Like that. That's not how I really want to live life. Some guys, a lot of guys, even people that compete, they do that. Like all power to you. But there's an off season for them too, to where they bloat and blow up.
I get it, Reggie. You know, when I was married, I asked my ex, now my ex, I was like, you know, I want to go get surgery. I want to go get lipo. I didn't want anything done but my waist. I just want my waist contoured and snatched, right? That's all I want. And he was like, "It's nothing wrong with you. I love you the way you are. I like you the way you are." And 9 times out of 10, the man is gonna like you or love you how you look, regardless. You know what I mean? Regardless, they're gonna love you how you look because. But then when you go get this surgery,
the right man
or whatever, they may be like, I liked you before.
There's been women that I've seen like that, like you really like you don't look good as you did before. And but as a man, I can't say that. I can't say
you
that.
Can.
I can, but it comes over wrong, you know. I'm body shaming. And honestly, I hear more women talking about how other women's body look than men.
And that was another thing that I was gonna say. It's more women body shaming than anything.
Yeah, that is true.
I be on TikTok literally every day, and there was this video. The young man was gorgeous, okay, and then it showed his girlfriend, and she was like this average looking fat girl, okay, and like the comments was full of a bunch of women like, "Oh, she too fat to have a man fine like that, bitch. Fat is fat. That's all it is. It just means I'm bigger." But honey, trust and believe I can get any man in here. Like it's more women doing the body shaming and more women doing the down talking about other women than it is men.
Yeah. Because a lot of these women, the bigger or not, a lot of these women bigger have the most prettiest faces you will ever see.
It ain't even that. They got pretty hearts.
Well, hearts and personality, but I'm just talking about just the cosmetic part. Yeah. And confidence. And attitude. Confidence and attitude. But Aisha, so here's something that I think we talked about months ago. I really wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about it with Dre, but we never got the opportunity. We me and you had mentioned something about side pieces and why side pieces tend to treat you better or tend to be like, sometimes side pieces can actually be the glue to a relationship.
I ain't gonna necessarily say they the glue to the relationship.
Not really, but
you have to keep in mind the side piece don't have to deal with the bullshit.
Yep.
The side piece is there to please you in that one way she pleases you, and then that's that. The side piece don't have to deal with picking you up when you down. She don't got to deal with what, like, your hours came up short, so now your money funny. Now we gotta. She don't have to deal with it. You come over, y'all smash, and then that's it. Like, don't get me wrong, you got some side pieces that are there for some type of moral support, because all marriages are not perfect. So you do have some side pieces that, you know, just kind of, she may do a little bit more, but let's keep it all the way real. The side piece is she don't have to deal with the bullshit.
And we're not glorifying side pieces.
Back onto your woman, because she's a side piece for a reason,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So ain't no feelings involved. It's just we doing what we doing, and then you going back home. And
so I want to preface it: we're not glorifying side pieces, but I do think for a lot of the times and I'll speak on the man's aspect, once you start paying a little attention to the side piece, giving them more and more and more, and they start edging over into that category to where, you know, they become more, then shit changes.
Well, first of all, let me say this real quick. What we need to keep in mind is that a side piece is a title. You still dealing with a woman with feelings, a man with feelings.
Right.
So ultimately, in a lot of cases, not all, but in a lot of cases, it do get to a point where feelings is starting to get involved. Now, you said your wife was going out of town, but then she decided to stay. So that's cutting in on my time. So now the feelings get involved eventually. You're not, a side piece is just a title, but ultimately you are still dealing with the human being that has feelings.
Right.
So yes, the first couple months, it was what it was. Everything was perfect. And now all of a sudden the shift done changed because you couldn't go see your side piece this time. Or I had to tell my side piece he can't come over here right now. So it's like, okay, now, he cutting into my time. So now the feelings is going to start to get involved. But like once again, we're not finna sit here and make like side pieces. I don't think they're glue. I would never get them that they glue to hold something together.
You know, so I actually I was listening to this and I heard it on 8 at the Table, far as where I guess there have been men and women that were, I guess, on the edge of not wanting to be in a relationship, but this side piece kind of kept them to where they were, to where, you know what, I got what I needed on the side, you know. And I think me and Sharee talked about this in this last episode we did that's not released yet. But you know, there are I guess there are times to where you can you like everything about, well, you like almost everything about this person, but it's that one thing that really you don't fuck with. But you know what? I'm content where I'm at, and I'm going to, you know, I love this woman, or I love this man, I'm content, but this just one thing bothers me, and it really, I don't know, but it's not enough for me to leave them. But this side person on the side, and once again, I'm not glorifying side pieces or saying everybody needs a side piece, but you know, yes, they make me, no, I'm not. They make me happy in this aspect. So
Reg, how you're putting it, it make it sound like you are glorifying side pieces.
No, because I've never been in that situation, but I've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot. I have friends that are going through that situation to where they are with man and woman, to where they are with somebody, but for some reason,
that's holding their relationship together.
They can't be with one particular person, or they are in a relationship because, oh, she treats me good, she does this, or he treats me good, he does this, but they don't fuck me good. But
they need to talk.
I'm getting fucked good over here, or sucked good over here, or whatever else.
So this is what it sounds like to me, right? And this is just an example, but this is what it sounds like to me. You got a husband and you got a wife. Mm-hmm. Now, the husband and wife, even though they on good terms, something not adding up, something is wrong, but it's only something wrong from the husband's point of view. So he goes out and he gets a side chick. And now whatever he felt like was wrong, he can cope with it with the side chick. Like she can make up for whatever is wrong, like that 80-20 rule, right?
Rule? Yeah, that could be.
But hold on. So the husband feels like, okay, the side chick is the glue to keeping our marriage together. But the wife is
never gonna feel that way.
Exactly. So,
but if it was reversed, the husband would never feel that way either.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. So like to say that a side piece is the glue, that's a bit extreme, because it's only the glue for 50% of the relationship and not 100% of the relationship.
So here's another example. So we've seen these movies to where someone has been like, damn, baby, you've been acting like real different lately. Like, I like this version of you, da 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 da. And I can name plenty of movies, Tyler Perry movies or whoever else movies, to where the woman was fucking around with somebody else and the man is just doing something outstanding to make her like she's around the house happy, to where a week or two ago before she was Plug Love, for example, that's another movie to where this woman, she was fucking around with some other hood nigga, and her nigga that she was engaged to was doing whatever, but he was like, damn, baby, like, I like this version of you. I don't
Hold
know
on,
what it is.
let's not slide past it, because before she was pushed to the point where she decided to cheat on him, she was getting cheated on, she was being neglected, she wasn't being shown the attention that a fiance should be showing his fiance.
So man or woman, though, we're gonna say man or woman.
We're gonna take genders out of it, period. Let's take genders away, period.
So them and they then.
If your part, a lot of times in relationships, one cheats because they feel like whoever they're cheating with can provide them with what their partner is not giving them.
But could it be a point to where it's something on your end? Like you're saying, I'm not, let's say this person could be doing everything that they're supposed to be doing, but it just ain't enough for you. But okay, Aisha on the outside looking in, like, girl, like you got the perfect man. Like he so I'll use Plug Love for example. If y'all haven't seen it, go watch the movie Plug Love. It's on Prime. But so
everybody not seen that damn movie.
Okay, but so listen, her girlfriends, but we know Lorenzo was fucking around, but her girlfriends was like, girl, Lorenzo buy you cars, he done finance this business, his building for you, XYZ, everything. Like he's done bought you this, he's bought you that. You don't have to worry about nothing. But murder on the other end, murder's a hood nigga. He lives in a house with his brother and his little sister. Like he ain't got no money, he's broke, he can't take you to Benihana's, XYZ, whatever else. So there is the dynamic to where you can think that you're not getting enough, but everyone on the outside is looking at, like, thinking like, damn, girl, like I would love to be in a situation you in.
But you have to keep in mind, look at the girls who is looking at her relationship from the outside in. All they want is a man with some money.
True.
Every woman out here is not looking for no man with no money, because you got women out here getting their own money.
True.
She fell in love with Murder because Murder was giving her what her man wasn't. Time, attention, right. Affection.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't getting that from Lorenzo, because every time she turned around, Lorenzo was fucking on somebody else. Yeah. Hell, he was fucking on her best friend who was telling her to stay with. Come on, now this was a bad example.
No. So I'm saying, so outside,
but Lorenzo deserved to get cheated on.
Yeah, he did. But so no, outside of that, but I'm saying there's always somebody else looking on, regardless of what. Because so I'm pretty sure you have been cheated on in past relationships or relationship, period. There could be someone that, a man could be like, well, even though he might not tell you the truth, he can be like, well, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. And you'll look at it like, okay, well, and somebody else on the outside looking in might be like, well, she ain't have time for him. He always said that she did this or did that. When he wanted to come over, he couldn't come over because her kids was up or this or that, which you have valid reasons. You don't want this nigga around your kids, but other people might look on the outside looking in like, this is a good man and she just don't have time for him.
I'm waiting on a question, because
there's no question. It's always, well, as they say, there's a right side, there's a left side, and then there's a middle. Like, we don't know which side of this story it falls in, whether it's whoever's telling the story. Because what you want may not be, it may be a lot to someone else. Like, you can be telling your girlfriend like everything you want for this man and he's not doing, and she's like, bitch, the shit he doing is more than what these other niggas out here doing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's go back to Plug Love, right? Lorenzo's way of loving her was spending money
financially
on her nice thing, right? But what he failed to realize is that gifts was not her love language.
Her love language, yeah.
Time and attention was her love language. Yeah. Affection was her love language. The shit that you don't have to pay for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back to the side piece. A lot of times people have side pieces to make up for what they relationship lack. Okay. But for you to say that people on the outside looking in they only see one half of the relationship.
Because the grass always look greener.
Not even necessarily that, but like, for example, the girls in the hair salon, they think that she has the perfect relationship. They was even telling her, so what if he cheat on you every now and again? Which is terrible. Thank you. But so it's like, on the outside looking in, it looks one way, but y'all don't see when we arguing, when we fighting, or when he's making me feel insecure about things, when he don't call to check on me, or when he don't check in when he's been gone long. Like, it's a lot of stuff that people don't see that go on in a relationship. They just see the good. So in a nutshell, a lot of people have side pieces because they feel like their relationship is like, I don't want to say men have side pieces because they feel like their relationship is lacking something, but I feel like a lot of men have side pieces because they're selfish and they just want to have something else to fuck on. So what about women? Women can be the same way, but I feel like a larger amount of women have side pieces because it makes up for what the relationship lacks. We are emotional. Well, I'm not emotional. So we're going to try to work it out way before we decide to leave or before we decide to cheat. We're going to do everything in our power to try to fix whatever is broken, even if we didn't break it. You know what? But ultimately, when it gets to the point where we get a side piece, it's because we just tired of waiting and we really don't want to leave. So you're absolutely right in that, because a man is never going to say, yeah, she talks to me better, she treats me better, like she rubbed my back and asked me, was I okay, or she asked me, did I eat today, or how was my day? Like, a nigga's gonna be like something, it's gonna be something sexual. So you're absolutely right. There's gonna be two different dynamics to where when you evaluate why such and such stepped out, I had a side piece versus why, well, man and woman. Like, it's never, the woman is gonna be more emotional and mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he bought me lunch. He asked me, did I eat at the end of the day? Like, my nigga didn't even text me to see if I had lunch. Right. But
because man is never going to leave his main for a side. I don't think, especially if you're married, I don't think a married man would leave his wife for a side piece.
So you think a woman would?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree on it.
Okay. I like it. It's
almost like with a woman, the side piece is the dude we should have been with. Okay. The side piece ain't somebody we just met. It's somebody we should have been gave a chance.
Exactly. You've been
in a relationship with. Yeah. We would have been married, would have been living happily ever after. But we seen something in this 6'7", 275 pound, fine ass fucking thug, no good ass nigga. We seen something in him, and we just knew he was gonna give us our gangster ass fairy tale. And here go Prince Charming. He a little danky, but you know, we went for the thug instead. Okay, and so now here's he on Maury.
Here's bullshit. So here's the theories, ladies. Here's the theory. So for a man, you can say, okay, there have men that tested this theory, and the side piece, once that side piece became the main, that
all that fairy tale shit changed.
Absolutely.
Yep. He turned right into the wife you left to be with her for.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So is that the same with the man or no?
Probably that's not. What I meant by, at the end of the day, your side piece is just a title, because ultimately she's going to start wanting the same things that your wife is wanting.
So what about
she's
the man?
She's going to feel like you're not spending enough time with her and that you're not giving her the gifts that she wants. She going to want Christmas and Valentine's Days and Thanksgiving and family outings. She going to start wanting that shit too. With men, in all honesty, I've heard men say they rather be a side. They rather be a side piece because they're reaping the benefits of sex with no strings attached. Yep. They ain't got to worry about really buying you gifts, taking you out, doing this, doing that. Like, men prefer to be.
They can show up the main here and there.
I mean, they can every now and again, but for the most part, we already know what a side piece job is. Your job is to satisfy sexually to a certain extent, and then that's it. With my side piece, I don't have to worry about him paying a bill. I don't have to worry about him making sure he get the kids from school. I don't have to worry about him taking me out. I don't have to worry about that, because we know that now some side piece relationships is like that, but for the most part, dudes prefer to be sides than anything. Now, I'm not saying all dudes, because you do have some guys out there that really do want to be in loving relationships, you know. So it's like, I'm not speaking on all dudes, but a lot of dudes, they just prefer to be side dudes. Like, I think side dudes are more loyal. Like, my side dudes and they went nowhere yet. So it's like side dudes is more loyal than side pieces. Because, you know, you had them situations where your side chick decides she want to go get a boyfriend, and now you sitting there looking like, well, what am I supposed to be? Like, no, we ain't finna do that, you know. So
okay,
side dudes more loyal.
So Reggie, hold on, Reggie. Is this the same? Because you had this on another podcast, one of your episodes. Is this the same? The side dude the same as friends with benefits?
It depends on your relationship status.
Yeah.
They only a side piece if it's more than a one-time thing, and it's outside of your relationship.
Right. Because there are certain things you can do with strictly friends with benefits that you can't do with a side dude. If you're in a relationship, you can't really be seen out in a lot of different places with the side dude. But a friends with benefits, you can go out to the club, you can hang out, you can do this and like, nah, this is my homeboy, we good or whatever else. And then at the end of the night, he getting them cheeks. Like, you already know before the night's over with, like, I'm going home with this nigga, he getting these cheeks. I might be on his Instagram stories or whatever else. If somebody say something or somebody,
but don't nobody know what we got going on like that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get the terminology correct.
They got a lot of different terminology for some of the same things. Like a sneaky link.
I was about to say, so a side dude is a sneaky link?
See, a sneaky link is like friends with benefits, but like ain't nobody supposed to know. Like, we ain't even in each other's stories.
Okay.
Like, it's a sneaky link.
Nobody's supposed to know. And we talked about that.
Like Reggie, I'm messing around with your brother or one of your homeboys, but ain't nobody, like, you ain't even supposed to know that I even know this dude. Like, that's a sneaky.
Okay.
Like, ain't nobody supposed to know. But they fucking the game up nowadays, so they got their sneaky links all in their TikToks and shit.
Hey, motherfuckers making sneaky links in relationships. So this is what me and Sharee talked about on last episode we did. They are making sneaky links in new relationship. Like, that shit. But so on I
approve.
And I'm not going, I don't want to keep plugging. I don't want to keep plugging Ed is the table. Ed is enough at the table, whatever it is. But it's like an episode they released last week, I think, and it had like 8 different relationship types or dating types, and Sneaky Link wasn't one, but I mean, I'm gonna tag y'all in it. But this shit was crazy. This shit was crazy. Like, just the different terms that they had. It was like cupcaking and something else and something else. It was like 8 different ones.
I thought cupcaking was just talking cute on the phone. Or flirting. See, I'm old. I'm born in the 80s, so our definition of shit is different from these new kids.
It is, but a lot of
because cupcaking is what you do when you on the phone and you hanging off the bed halfway, flirting, talking on the phone with your little boo. That's cupcake.
So I think that was one of them, but I think it had like a little more into it to where you were doing this and you're doing that. But hell, I thought gaslighting was a type of relationship, and that wasn't even one of the terms that we use. I mean, but anyway,
gaslighting is another term for leading somebody on.
It is, but that's
not a relationship.
That's definitely part of dating and relationships these days.
Because
motherfuckers got you out here thinking that they're XYZ and da 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 da, and then you like, oh, this nigga really ain't built like
you know what. This is how I feel about that, right? Because we're not finna keep using ignorance as an excuse for why we allow people to treat us a certain type of way. I'm gonna need for men and women to start waking up. Fellas, y'all know when a bitch using y'all for just somebody to buy you something to eat. Y'all, if you don't know by now, then you need to be used for food. Ladies, y'all know that man got a woman. We're not finna keep using ignorance as the excuse for why we're continuing to be treated the way that we're being treated by certain people. We're not finna keep doing that. It's finna be 2022. You know that man got a woman at home. That's why the fuck he ain't never take you out nowhere. That's why y'all can't be seen in public. That's why the only time he see you is when he dropping your drawers. Period. Point blank. Fellas, if the only time she called you, she called with somebody she hungry, you the food dude. You who she called when she hungry. Stop playing. You ain't never fucked a day in your life. She don't even text you good morning. She texts you, what you doing? Oh, you want to go get something to eat? Or you'll bring me some food? That's you the food dude, okay? So we're not finna keep doing it. We're not finna keep doing it. I'm gonna need y'all to wake the fuck up. It's gonna be 2022.
And if you still get woke.
They just don't want girl, that's your fault. Fellas, that's your fault.
They just don't want to recognize it.
And that's the PSA.
Okay.
So that's the PSA right there. That's the public service announcement. So would y'all say that is a lot of the reasons that dating is harder these days is because of the expectations or the things that we're placing values in?
No, I feel like dating is hard these days because we have situations like sneaky links. Y'all have to keep in mind, we used to want to get in relationships with people. For one, let me just say that the power that is given to sex is at an all-time high. We give sex entirely too much power, too much credit in today's society. So it's like this sneaky link trend done came around, right? I don't need no boyfriend because all I want is somebody that can sleep with me. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody to take me out because I just want somebody that I can say I'm fucking on. We give sex too much credit. We don't want dates. We don't want cute outings. We want somebody that we can brag about fucking on. That's it. And that's why relationships and that's why dating is so hard now because we trying to go back to the old school way of doing things, but it's not working because this new school way has taken over. Sneaky links are the new relationship. I can say I don't need no man because my sneaky link come through when I need them. I don't got to worry about no other females. I don't got to worry about this man cheating on me. I don't got to worry about none of that because all we doing is what we doing. And then there's no emotions involved in it to the point where I could care about anything else. It's to the point now where let me just speak for myself. Me personally, I am so invested in my career, in my household, in making my space comfortable for me. I'm so invested in just my peace that I don't have time for a relationship. So whatever dude that I had to come over to tighten me up whenever I need him to come, I don't got to worry about nothing else. That works, right? And I feel like that's why dating is so hard because I don't want to have to date you and then have to worry about a bitch calling my phone, worry about you cheating, worry about where you at and what you're doing because like that's just I don't want to have to worry about that. Right. So what I do is I'll call Tyrone. Tyrone come through, tie me up when I need him to come through, and then it's done. It's done. I don't have to worry about him. Tyrone. I don't give a fuck about Tyrone cheating because those type of emotions are not involved.
Let's retire Tyrone. Let's say
Jaquan. Okay. I don't got to worry about Jaquan. Because Jaquan, he's gonna come through, and guess what? Jaquan gone by 6 o'clock, y'all.
Jaquan.
6 a.m. Jaquan gone. Okay. And the next time I talk to Jaquan is when I'm calling Jaquan to come through again.
All right. So the women that aren't placing, that aren't sneaky link types, in men.
But that was just an example.
Yeah, no, it's good. But for men, they're looking for something different. So a woman, and both of you women are established. Not gonna say, y'all might look for a man and say, hey, he needs to be just as established as I am or more. But a lot of these men don't even really care about, okay, Aisha got a college degree. Like she's checking a check mark on my list. She has this, Sharee has that, she has that. Like, but so when you look at the flip side, there are more women that say, that nigga ain't been to college. He don't got no degree. Go ahead. Talk to me.
So this is just a theory, okay? But I feel like a lot of it is going to be true. When men put women in a position to raise these kids by ourselves, take care of this household by ourselves, y'all also put us in a position to provide for ourselves. And in the midst of us providing for ourselves, we became entrepreneurs. So now to a point where financially, we really don't need y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why our checklist of all this shit we got, we expecting it. We want our match to have it too.
So you want to date you?
Not necessarily, but I definitely want to date somebody who has just as much as I do, right? Or I'm just figuratively speaking. Men don't care about how much money a woman bringing in, because if they're sole providers, then your money don't mean nothing to him no way.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about a generation of women who have had to step up to the plate and do y'all's job. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not speaking on all, just speaking
so
on
if we dated who we felt was parallel to us, how many people would be in relationships these days?
I mean, it's basically like it is now. You have a lot of single people fucking on people in relationships.
Fucking on people in relationships, yeah.
So,
and not to say me out, because I'm not gonna say I'm the most successful, whatever else, but me dating, like I don't care, like it's not a necessity to me to how much this woman is making, her income. I don't care about.
That's not just you, that's just men, right. A lot of men, period.
Yeah, I don't care about a degree she have. I mean, she can be a degree and she can not have a degree and be successful. She don't have to have a house. I mean, I think there's a lot of things we as people, not just women, that we as people are looking for out of someone else that really, I mean, I think we put it before love.
So for me, Reggie, I can just only speak for me. I don't look at what a man can bring to me financially. I look at, because I feel like I'm already financially established. Mm-hmm. I'm independent. So I don't need for you to I don't need for us to get into a relationship and now you're going to take over my mortgage. Now you're going to pay all the utilities or whatever. I don't need that, because I was doing that prior to getting into a relationship with you. What I need for you is to come with these morals and values. You know what? Morals and values. I can take care of myself. I can take care of my child myself. Now, if you decide to want to help out financially, that's a plus, but it's not a requirement for me. You know what I mean? So if you don't have a college degree, if you don't have a house, if you don't have this, you know that, okay, that's on you. But I feel like there's more to bring to the table versus your financial stability. You know what I mean? Your education level or whatever. That's just what I look at. But on the flip side, it's almost like you don't want nobody that's out here. You know what I mean? So it's almost like you want somebody to match you, but they don't have to bring the same things that you bring to the table. They just have to be willing to put forth the effort.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. But when you look at the difference between the man and the woman, like it's more prevalent on the woman's side, to where
prevalent.
Yep, you have to match me or have more.
No, really? I think a woman looks at a man to be, not all women. Let me back up, because not all women look at a man to come to be their financial savior. But there is a lot of women out there that look at a man as their financial come up. You know what I mean? So
financial savior and financial come up are the same things, though.
So that's what I'm saying. So
okay.
My thing is this. There are a lot of women out there that look for men that want to take care of them financially. You know what I mean? and then they lack, and then once they do get in the relationship, just going back to the previous conversation, when they do get into that relationship, guess what? They're not sexually satisfied. You know what I mean? There's other things that man is not fulfilling that they want, other than them going out to buy these Louis Vuitton bags or this BMW or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So not even more. So I'll take it a level down. Not even just a financial saver. Okay, a break.
Yeah,
I'm tired of paying all these bills by myself. But and so for me, I think y'all both could be looking for a break. Like, hey, let's put this money together.
Okay, so that's different because you're putting your money together. So y'all are coming together. It's not the man doing everything. The man is taking over all your financial responsibilities.
So that's what you're saying. But there's a lot of there's more people that think, okay, it's a break for me. Like he can take over 2 or 3 of these bills, but I shouldn't, or I'm probably not going to be asked or expected to help him with any of his shit. Let's go, Aisha. Oh, let's go. Come on.
So this is okay. Hold on, Aisha.
Okay.
This is my thing. If you were already doing it prior to, what's the difference? If you are already taking care of all your bills prior to, you can continue to take care of it. However, if you are in an exclusive relationship, if you're in an exclusive relationship and that y'all are finally coming together, maybe y'all moving in together. Mm-hmm. Things are different. You know what I mean? You are going to say, hey, you take care of XYZ, I'm going to take care of A, B, C. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? I don't need a man. I'm not going to move it. Let me tell you, I have a problem. Again, I don't know, whatever. Your viewers are probably going to be like, yo, this woman is
What's
crazy.
The problem?
Anyway, I have a problem with a man coming to my life feeling like they got to take over everything financially because I feel like it's a control mechanism. I feel like it's a control mechanism. Like
in a lot of senses, it is.
If you think about it, money rules the world. Money and sex. Right? Mm-hmm. Money rules the world, though. Hold on. Money rules the world. Money rules the world. Mm-hmm. So if I get a man and he move in with me and say, hey, I want to take care of everything, all your monies you can do whatever else with your money. I feel like I have a problem with that because I feel like you're going to try to control me. You know what I mean? If you want to take over my phone bill now, I feel like you're going to try to see who's texting me, who's calling me. If you want to take over the mortgage, I feel like you can throw back in my face, well, you don't pay no fucking bills. You know what I mean? You will never be able to throw that back in my face, that you don't pay any bills or whatever. I just feel like when a man comes into a relationship or whatever and say, I want to take care of everything financially, I have a problem with that. Let me pay something. It doesn't have to be, I mean, if you want to take over the mortgage, fine. Let me pay the utilities and make sure groceries in the house or something. But make me feel like I'm contributing to the team.
So here's what I want to say, right? I see when it comes to topics like this, I can only speak for myself, and I try not to say too much because I've expressed my views and opinions on this.
Right, we're not supposed to be
millions of times. Okay, I pay my own bills, so I'm not looking for no man with no money. What I want a man for and what I need a man for don't cost him no money. So I'm like you, Sharee. I want a man to come in with the morals and the values. I need a man that's going to come in and love me so my children will know what it's like for their mama to be loved. I want a man to come in here and help me raise my sons to be men. I want a man to come in here and love on my daughters and show them the love that they need because they was robbed of that love from their fathers. And I also, with you showing my daughters love, that'll keep them from out here looking for love in all the wrong places when they get older. Okay. This is the type of man that I want. I want this man to come into my life for these particular things. Now, am I saying that if I find that man, I'm not going to require him to pay no bills? No, because if I find that man is not going to sit here and watch me struggle paying all these bills by myself, even if I was paying them before he got into the picture. So at the end of the day, it's all in the caliber of man that you're dealing with. A real man not going to come in and watch you pay all these bills by yourself.
Right. I agree.
And not help out in some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's up to you on whether, you know, you're okay with whatever he decides to pay. But if a man was to come in here right now and say, I'm gonna give you everything that you want me to give you, plus I'm gonna help you pay all the bills, I'm not gonna just stop paying all the bills.
Mm-hmm.
Half of my check is gonna go to a savings account, but I'm still gonna pay the mortgage because I'm thinking about getting this mortgage paid off before our 30-year timeline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like that. I'm thinking about saving up for this vacation so we can take a vacation for your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm thinking about taking you on a lavish trip or buying you a lavish gift for Father's Day. That's where my money will go. But it's like a lot of times when people get into relationships, they don't see it as a partnership. They see it as
amen.
The man is the man, the woman is the woman, but it's not no equal. At the end of the day, when you take the gender away, we both working, we both pay bills, however you want to look at it. It shouldn't be where you have more control of this or you have more control of that. And that's what society has got us wrapped up into. Oh, the man's supposed to pay all the bills. I would love to have a man to pay all the bills, but I can't just sit at home and do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I did want to be a stay-at-home mom or a housewife, but I get bored sitting here, or I'm gonna have to find something to do to occupy my time. Or if there's a situation where the woman was paying all the bills and the man was staying at home, or the man wasn't making as much as the woman, we got the situation where now the woman feel like she wear the pants in the relationship because she making all the money. It's like the bigger picture of a relationship is missing.
Right.
It's not no one greater than the other. It's not no man up here, woman down here, or vice versa. We are a partnership. We are a team. The goal is to get the mortgage paid off, to get the bills paid up in time, to work on our credit, to have money saved up, to get these kids through college. Those are the goals. Whatever we have to do to reach those goals, we gonna do. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the bigger picture, and that's what's missing when it comes to a lot of relationships.
That dynamic is definitely missing, and it's more of a this is supposed to happen versus that's supposed to happen, and the times that we are in now versus the times that were prevalent before, and even for a lot of us, even so, if I was a man and I was a single father and I had 3 or 4 children, it's a lot for me to ask a woman to come into my life and to do X, Y, Z, because her lifestyle was different before it came into mine, versus just like if it was a man and he came into a woman's life and she had 2 or 3 kids, so her expenses and everything else is different. Like, so you have to take a lot of that stuff in consideration, and a lot of people don't do that. I think social media plays a big influence on that stuff, because you have thousandaires and millionaires saying, different. And so now you expect this nigga that work at Amazon warehouse to pay all your bills. Well, this nigga that work at Amazon warehouse ain't Lil Baby. He ain't Young Dolph. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He don't go to Dallas and make a couple $1,000, $1 million a show. But you require the same things out of him that this rapper is rapping about. But anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, a woman, maybe the younger generation is like this. I don't know. They before financial come up.
Relationship needs versus wants.
I want a 6'7" thug that's almost 300 pounds, preferably with dreads, but I want him to treat me like a queen, and I want him to not cheat on me. What I need is whatever God decides to send me, gift wrap in a bow to treat me the way I want to be treated.
So I'm glad, you know what? You did something else to me. So what? So I'm pretty sure. Listen, I'm pretty sure God has sent you what you needed.
Oh boy, here we go.
And
not in the last year or two. He had it.
So no, well, maybe you don't know, but he wasn't 6'7", and you was like, you know what? I don't know.
God know my heart, and He know I can't.
Oh, stop that, y'all! Stop that. God does know your heart, but
God know.
God knows your. So God knows your heart, and He's gonna send you exactly what you want instead of what you need.
That's why I'm single.
You might need 5'3". See.
I'm gonna have to tell him you're gonna have to try again.
Now let me stop. We ain't gonna get nowhere.
I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking. Ultimately, that goes to that's the mind frame I used to have, right? I wouldn't date nobody that was a certain age. I wouldn't date nobody that was a certain height. But now it's like when I do decide to date, I have to let go of the superficial. I have to let go of the face value. I have to let go of the fact that you're not cute like I want you to be. You know, I have to look beside. I have to look past a lot of stuff. Okay. Because even though I would love to have a handsome 6'7" linebacker, Josh Norman type of dude.
Josh Norman.
I take a Kevin Hart. If you're gonna do right by me, that was a bad example because he cheated on his wife, but I'm just saying.
But he made up somehow, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, when you got money, you can do that.
Yeah. Exactly. I was just about to say.
Another subject for another day. If you have money, you can fuck up, right?
When you got money, you can make up in expensive ways. You can go and buy me a fucking villa and on another island for my birthday. You can go and buy me an apartment complex and shit. You can buy me expensive shit to make me forget the fact that you were just fucking an old girl.
Wow.
But it's a whole nother conversation. All I'm saying is when I get to that point, when I'm ready to start dating, a lot of things that I felt like was deal breakers for me in the past, I have to look past that, because what I've learned about life is what you need is not going to come wrapped in the box that you want it to come in.
You ain't gonna have a pretty little bow on it.
It's not gonna have a bow on it. It's gonna be 5'5", 200 pounds, got a little beer gut.
Hold on, hold on. Now I'm about 5'6". I'm about 5'6", close to 200 now. I ain't got no beer gut.
I'm just saying.
I feel attacked.
But he gonna come with his shit together. He gonna come and love on you, love on your kids. He gonna treat you the way that you supposed to be treated as a woman. And he gonna come in here and pay these motherfucking bills. So you might can't take him out in public, but girl, you know.
I agree with Aisha. What you wanted back in the day is not necessarily what you want now, or need right now. Because I can tell you my standard, not saying that my standards has lowered. I think I know I've matured and I know what I want in a man versus what I was looking for back in the day, the younger me. So, yeah, I don't look at the surface stuff. I don't look at all the shallow things of a man anymore. It's more, now granted, yes, do you still have to be attractive to me? Yes, you do. That's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah,
yes,
see, but your soulmate might not be attractive.
Yeah, you still gotta listen, Reggie. You're not gonna fuck with no woman that you're not attracted to.
But mentally, he might touch you different than.
You know what I've learned about attraction? This is what I've learned about attraction, because I used to be just like that. If you was ugly, I wasn't fucking with you. But when you just hanging out with somebody that's ugly, but they personality dope, you laugh harder than you ever laughed before when you with this person. You just carefree in the moment.
Fine as hell, right?
Those be the type of relationships that work. But it's like you worried about what everybody else gonna think. What you doing with that ugly ass nigga?
So I'm gonna be honest, I haven't got there yet because attraction.
I haven't either, but I'm just saying. I haven't
still like I still have to be attracted to you physically, because if I'm not attracted to you physically, I'm not gonna be able to perform sexually to you. That's just me. You know what I mean? But all the other stuff is I feel like all that shallow type stuff that I don't look for.
But not the one main.
You got Reggie. Would you fuck with a woman that you're not physically attracted to?
Relationship wise, I haven't, but I have fucked a woman that I wasn't particularly. Okay, I'm talking that about wasn't my type.
Dudes will fuck anything with legs.
I will disagree with that.
Relationship.
With that.
So let me tell y'all about this. Okay, so I'm talking to this guy. And right now it's just text message conversation. He is not the type of guy that I would go after, right? Mm-hmm. He's from the Virgin Islands, so I love his accent, but he's just not all that cute to me. Mm-hmm. But if it ever gets to the point where the conversation moves a little forward to the point where we're getting to talking like we want to be in a relationship, or we're talking about hanging out a little more, I be thinking of little ways I can fix them up.
Okay.
I'm not wrong for that.
No.
Maybe check, because all ugly people just don't got no money. You could take an ugly nigga and throw him in some dope ass clothes and get him in the right angle, and hoes will be all over him. So it's at the end of the day, a lot of us are really shallow and really superficial, and we just gotta grow out of it.
Yeah, no, because so I agree with that, because you can meet a man that just don't. I mean, he don't wear the clothes that fit him, or the clothes that, like, listen, you look good in this button up or button down. These jeans, like the shoes that you wear, and don't like, and you know what I'm saying? Women don't know their, bodies and like what looks good on their bodies. A man might be like, that outfit right there is like, that's what, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with that. But then a lot of times them motherfuckers that you do that shit with, then
be the ones that
leave your ass.
The ones that like start getting attention, and that next thing, like, nigga, I didn't do this shit for you to be pulling other bitches or other niggas.
Yeah, because niggas is pulling niggas nowadays.
I was talking about for the women, but they are. They are. You are absolutely right. But ladies, thank y'all for joining me. This has been a dope episode.
What? It's over already? We were just getting started.
We almost an hour and a half in.
We gotta bring this shit to an end.
Yeah, listen, Sharice, just get in there. Like, we almost an hour and a half in. Like,
it's okay. I'm gonna give you my contact information, and we're gonna do an episode on my platform.
Okay.
I'll break it up into 2 episodes if I have to.
Yeah, y'all.
All right.
I like to try to keep it from an hour to hour 15. We in there, and I got some stuff I can use for other times, like, but anyway, I enjoyed y'all. I did. I love this. I enjoyed y'all.
This was
always have. Yeah, it was.
But we always have a good episode.
We do.
It's always a good episode. But I be feeling like I talk too much. Like, that's why I be having to sit back and just be quiet, because I can just go.
Yes, like, you can.
And I go. So,
but I told you that before. I told, like, even when we first started, I'm like, listen, I do not know how you can do a podcast without guests by yourself and just talk. But
see, I like it back and forth, because I like hearing everybody else's views and opinions on things. I love a good debate. Especially when my views is one way and your views is another, and we going back and forth, but we ain't found common ground. Man, them the type of episodes I be wanting to have.
But before our podcast, you had a lot of episodes where you would just get on and go, no guests, no nothing, and talk.
I know, but I hated that. I hated it.
But you can do that though. Like, I want to do that, and I like thought about, like, I should just record an episode by myself, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how am I gonna do that shit? But
so actually, you can cut this part out, but you did something today that just gave me an idea. So the Scottie Pippen view where you was watching the video and you had the video on the screen. I am going to start doing that. So when I have episodes where I'm recording by myself, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be speaking on some shit that I done seen.
Okay.
So you definitely gave me an idea. So don't say I stole it when you see me do it. But
but that's what we're supposed to do. We everybody steals from each other. Like there's 2 podcasts.
It's not stealing. It's just I'm feeding. You're giving me ideas. I'm using them.
Creative and yeah. But let me go ahead and plug yourself, your wonderful podcast.
So my name is Aisha Sharee. I am the host, only one, the host of Coffee and Apple Juice, the podcast. Definitely check us out on YouTube as well as Instagram at Coffee Apple Juice. We drop every Wednesdays. We're on all podcast streaming platforms.
Listen, you said we. That's plural.
As in me and my platform.
All right. All right. Because you just said only one, and then you said we. What about Sipping Pretty?
So because it's back to just me, my creative juices are flowing as far as what I want to do with Sipping Pretty. So for those of you who do not know, I used to have a co-host, but one thing led to another. He was no longer able to continue working on the show with me. And so now that I'm back by myself, a lot of things that I had planned for when it was 2 people, I have to kind of rearrange them and change them and move them around because now it's just me. So I definitely don't want to get rid of it because I really enjoy just having a space for women. I really enjoy that. So I'm going to come up with something where it can just be all women, all girls type thing because I really enjoyed that. But right now it's just me hosting the show by myself. I'm like I said, my creative juices are still flowing as far as what I want to do with a lot of the segments that I used to have. But until I get that figured out, it's back to the old how I used to be.
Okay, and go check out the her recent BDSM episode.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go look at that.
So it's very vanilla, but I do plan on doing a part 2 because then I met a couple people that's really like really into it. So I'm gonna do a part 2 where we kind of get like down and dirty, and it's gonna be a part 2. Just
absolutely
expect a part 2.
Okay, good. Sharee.
I don't have a podcast. It's me. Red Diamond _85. Thank you, Reggie, as always. And you always know that I'm available whenever. So.
Oh, you're like an extension of my women when I need a woman co-host, you and Aisha. Because we can't talk about women things all the time and not have a woman there. But
I mean, it's nice to have a woman's point of view, but I feel like a lot of women would love to just know how men feel about certain things.
Right. Yeah. But then it comes to, what are y'all doing talking about women business and XYZ? So I've heard that before, but
Reggie, you should do 4 where it's you and Jay.
Okay, so
like me and Aisha or me and Nisha or whoever.
I've done it before.
You know what I mean? And we have like a debate type thing.
The
women versus the men.
Battle of the sexes.
There you go.
I've kind of done it before, but well, we'll entertain it. But listen, thank you, ladies, for coming on and joining me. Great conversation. I would like to give a shout out to Coffee and Apple Juice, the podcast. And you should enter yourself in the nominations for, I think it's Queen City Podcast Awards. Just to enter yourself.
I've heard of it some years ago, but I've never
Enter yourself.
I'll look into it.
Recognition, into yourself. And I'd like to give a shout out to all the podcasters and all of my past guests. And thank y'all, family, everybody, for watching, my listeners, viewers. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Unapologetic The Podcast. As always, we are unapologetic and we are unfiltered. And we will see y'all next week. We out of here.
Bye.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic The Podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.